Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome to another episode of my Technic Pack Let's Play. This is part 16. If you look at my minimap up on the right hand side, you will see that I have now added some waypoints. So I had a number of people requesting that I go and explore a bit, and I go and do a bunch of different things. So off camera I went and explored a little bit. So you can see that I have marked off some things, and also as I said that I would, I have now got a hanging map that shows everything. And so just here on this little island is where my current base is, although you can't really make it out, but it's that greyish kind of blob on the edge there. So this is my, I guess, the map of where I'm going to be going. And so the first thing I'm going to do today is that little thing that says bees. I'm going to run off and I'm going to collect those bees, and then I'm going to come back because, actually, where are you? Somewhere over here. There we go. I currently have a forest queen bee. So I'm going to go get myself one more bee, and then I'm going to come back. Without the machines going, it's a little bit quiet. And then I'm going to come back with that bee, and then I'm going to set up some beehives around here. So it's night time at the moment, so I'm going to sleep until morning, and then I will be back when I'm at the beehive. Back soon. Hello everyone, and I'm back. So here you can see my waypoint that I've put down. For those of you who aren't used to using waypoints, I'm not sure how to do it in the version 6.04 of the Technic pack. The reason I'm specific about the version is because the Technic team seem to be changing the button that does it quite regularly. Basically it is, you push the apostrophe key to get the big map, you push the comma key to set a waypoint, then you just type in the name of the waypoint, pick the color you want, and you can set it. So that there is a beehive. For those of you who remember from the really early episode, to get a beehive you need a scoop, and then you need to basically hit this with the scoop until it breaks. The last one that I broke was white. This one is orange, and that's important because what it means is I get a meadows queen instead of a forest queen. So I actually get a different kind than I previously got. So now where is my... Nope. Darn it. Pushing the wrong button all over the place here. Period key. Okay. So now I need to... I want to know how to delete waypoints that I've done. Waypoints. So bees, you're now off. Remove. There we go. So I've now removed the bee waypoint. What I actually meant to do before I came over here was add a new waypoint for my base, but I forgot to do that. So I'm now going to run back to my base, and I will see you guys when I'm back in my base. Back soon. Hello again. So I'm back at my base now, and as you can see, I've collected quite a few things from my trip. I've collected an icy Viz crystal, which is a new kind of Viz crystal that I previously did not have before. So I haven't quite got the full set yet, but I'm getting there. I believe it's still an electrified Viz crystal that I need. I've also collected myself another bee, so now I have the 2 bees that I want, which is good. I've also got lots of sugarcane that I'm going to use to make a sugarcane farm, and some string and some wool, and those are going to become very important very soon. And I need to make an apiary. There we go. An apiary. So this is a thing that lets you keep bees. So I need 4 tin gears and a sturdy machine. So have I got my tin ingots on me? No, I don't. There we go. Lucky I have lots of them. Gonna need way more wood than that though. Luckily for me, upstairs I have a giant amount of wood. So really quickly, mad dash upstairs, get my wood. It's gone nighttime. Great. Probably going to get jumped by some giant creature that's going to kill me now and I'll lose everything. You out of the way. There we go. Wow. Lots of wood. Lots of saplings too. I'll put a stack of them back. Then we'll come over here and I'll throw the rest of them in here. That should be a good start. So what was I doing again? Ah, yes. Making gears. So I'm also going to need cobble. So let's make some planks. Let's make lots of planks. And then use those planks. We'll make lots of sticks. Then we'll use those sticks to make, I think I need 8 wooden gears. I can only get 6, so there we go, 2 more. There's 8 wooden gears. Before I go crazy, I'm going to make sure, yep, I've got that right. So then I'm going to turn those 8 wooden gears into 8 stone gears. Then I'm going to turn those 8 stone gears into 8 tin gears, assuming I've got enough. Excellent. Now I'm going to need some glass. I know I had a heap, there we go, heaps of glass. And I also need 2 sturdy machines. So 1 sturdy machine, 2 sturdy machines. So there you go, I now have everything I need to build the apiary. In fact, I have everything I need to build 2 of them. So you might have also noticed that I collected, here we go, a bunch of flowers. Now flowers might seem like a silly thing to collect, but you know, I ran through a lot of forests, I had lots of flowers, and for these beehives to work, or these apiaries to work correctly, you actually need to have flowers around them. So what I'm going to do is, I think just out this way is going to be the best place for them. Get the 2 of them ready. Get the bees ready. Make sure there's nothing that's going to get me. Doesn't look too bad, although that crystal is likely to attack me because it's nighttime. What I'll do is I'll put 1 there and 1 directly next to it there. We'll plant these flowers out in a random pattern. This pattern isn't really that random. It's just me clicking in the area directly around them. So there we go. So now it says there's no queen bee. So I place a meadows queen in that one, then come over here and place a forest queen in that one. You can see they currently have a full health bar, which is how long it can reproduce stuff for, I guess, before it dies. And you can see up here that it says it's currently not daytime. If there's anything up in this top left hand corner box, that means there's a problem that is stopping it from producing the way that it should. Shark. Die, Sharky. He's going to drop. Nothing good. That's not even worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sleep until morning. And when I come back, I will hopefully show you what the bees are doing. Actually, and while I'm waiting for that, I will come in here and I will take my stabilized arcane singularity, my wool and my string, and what I will make is a thing called a portable hole. That one just there. So we need 4 pieces of enchanted fabric to make that, and you make enchanted fabric by getting a piece of fabric, and you make fabric with 5 wool and 4 pieces of string. So we'll start with, where's my philosopher's stone when I need it? There we are. So craft that up. I need 5 pieces of wool, 4 pieces of string, and I now have 4 pieces of fabric. Now I believe if I put the fabric in the top and then I put my tinkering tools underneath, I can infuse magical essence into the fabric and turn it into enchanted fabric. So that does appear to be working correctly, and you should be able to see any second now. There you go, snowballs are starting to flow because I'm now draining energy. So there's 3, down, and there's 4. So now if I go to my crafting table, put the stabilized singularity in the center, and put the 4 pieces of fabric around it, I get a portable hole. Now this is, well, for starters, it's cool, because it can do some really cool things. So, for example, let's say it's very important that you don't do this near machines or other blocks, because it just sees a block as being a block, and it will make a hole through it. So let's say I wanted to go to that room, I just right click with my portable hole, it creates me a doorway, and I can go through it. It's limited in how long it can create it, so if I was to stand here on the edge and try to do it, oh, it can do it. There you go, but it is limited in how big a hole it can make, so sometimes you'll get an error saying that it was unable to create the hole. Now that I have this portable hole, I have grand plans for some of the awesome things that I'm going to do with it. But not just yet. What I will do though is I will put it up here, and I will also put my sword there and my tinkering tools, and hopefully they will repair themselves while I sleep tonight. So I will be back in the morning, and when I come back I am going to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. When I come back I'm going to do something, and we'll work out what it is when I come back. Back soon. Hello again, I'm back. While I've been gone, I have made lots of really cool fuel, and I have heaps of that as well. So what I'm going to do now is, I've actually got some gold upstairs duplicating, but I'm going to start by just going bam, 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 and make myself lots of gold, because I am going to need to use quite a lot of gold to make what I want to make. And I'll also take one of these stacks of wood. Whoa, that was a lot more marble than I thought it was going to be. I will take some of these stacks of marble, and I'm going to go upstairs and put them in my machine upstairs that's duplicating me lots and lots and lots of gold. And actually I might take a diamond as well, and I have so much now, I might just start duplicating diamonds, and then I can turn those diamonds back into gold or whatever else I want. So take that out, diamond in there, and then let's load this puppy up. Not sure how much I'm going to need. Probably all of that and then some, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so for now what I need to do is I need to craft a symbol. And you put 4 iron ingots together, and that makes you a blank symbol. Now I'm going to create 2 of those for a very important reason that I will show you later. Now we will take these 2 symbols. Actually I think the symbols go in the... I'll work that out in a few seconds. And then take my portable hole, and if I infuse those 2 together... Maybe I can only do one at a time? Okay, I think I'm doing this wrong. I will be back in a few moments once I've worked out what's going on. Okay, hello, I'm back. I have worked out what I did wrong. It turns out it's not the portable hole that you need to use. It is the item that you have before you have a portable hole, which is an arcane singularity. So I need to come down here, get my coal, 1 piece of coal, and 1 piece of glowstone dust to do that. But while I am down here, I will take one of these pieces of timber, which was an eldritch log placed into my infuser with a set of tinkering tools, and that was the thing that I needed the portable hole for. So if I put the timber up the top and the hole down the bottom, it will infuse the power of the portable hole into that piece of timber and give you something that is really cool. Look at that, 2 diamonds. The game lags really, really badly. So I might just turn that off for now. Yeah, the game lags really badly when you set yourself up with too many items smelting, because it has to individually calculate each of the items. So it's often best to have a switch like that so you can turn off all the snowballs to not add too much extra lag while you're doing it all. So there we go, and we have... eventually we will have... Okay, it turns out that turning off the snowballs has dropped the viz production rate to the point where it's not working the way I need it to. So turn them back on. Okay. What has happened is I've put this block here too close to this, and it's not actually that it wasn't working, it's just that the redstone signal had turned it off. And what I have there is an apportation wand. This is probably one of the coolest items in the game, because right click on any block and you take it into storage, and you can go wherever you want with it, and then bam, you can place it back down. The wand actually wears out quite quickly, but thankfully it also repairs quite quickly in the alchemy bag. And so what that will allow me to do now is it will allow me to go and get items that would otherwise not be transportable and transport them. Now I'm going to put my portable hole back in its little baggy place. And now where's my infusion mold? Take my infusion mold. I'm going to infuse this glowstone. And I've shown you this process before, so I'm not going to show you again. Need to go get some more marble. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you this process again, but basically you just infuse using your using your infusion mold. You infuse your glowstone dust 3 times, and you also infuse your coal 3 times, and you end up with 2 items, and I will show you those items once I get the process complete, because it will take a while. So back soon. Okay, so here I am, I'm back. I've just infused my glowstone 3 times and my coal 3 times, and now if you get the order right and you infuse the 2 of those together, once again you get an unstable singularity, and then you use your mold to stabilize that singularity, and then taking your stabilized singularity, you infuse it, or you infuse the essence of it into a blank symbol, and I've run out once again. Okay, I will go get some more marble and come back. I think I'm just going to get all the marble this time. I actually stopped my diamond from duplicating. I'll show you in a second how many of them that I got. But they're basically a pain, because while it's working, because it's closer to the nodes, it's basically draining all of my viz quicker than I can get it into my infuser. So my infuser had basically stopped working. But yeah, so you can see there, I started with 1 diamond, and now I've grown 5 extra diamonds, I guess if you want to call it grown. So we'll let this run for a little while. It's not worth stopping the video and then coming back. And this will turn my symbol into something magical. It's turned it into a void symbol. And you might say, well, what on earth is a void symbol? Well, for that I'm going to need to show you 2 void symbols. So I'm going to run away for a little while, and I'm going to come back once I have a second one, and I'm ready to start showing you things. So back soon. Hello everyone, this is Astocky, and I'm back. It's currently the middle of the night, which is a bit of a problem, because I'm kind of hiding out inside the millionaire village here. But basically, what I wanted to demonstrate to you is, actually first of all, what you might be saying is, what am I doing in the middle of a millionaire village? And there is a very good answer to that question. I'm going to take some of my cobble, because the reason I am in this millionaire village is because I hate to walk places, and this millionaire village is actually quite far away from my base. And you might say, well, what does the millionaire village being far away from your base have to do with not liking to walk, and have to do with really anything else? And the answer to that is, that's a very good question. If you give me a couple of seconds, I will demonstrate to you what all that means. Just getting myself set up a little bit here. Here we go. So the first thing that I'm going to need for this to work is I'm going to need a crucible. So I will place my crucible here. Give myself a bit of a path to be able to walk around it. Then I'm going to place a viz conduit. Then I'm going to place a viz node. If I click the correct button, I'm going to place a viz node. There we go. And now I am going to place some stacks of marble inside to watch it fill that up. Now this is the key part. I'm now going to build an archway out of obsidian. So there we go, and here is my void symbol that I created earlier. When I put that on there, you will see the energy from the node goes up, and look at that, we have some kind of sparkly doodad thing. You might say, well, what does the sparkly doodad thing do? It means no more walking. So as long as I keep viz in this little node that's next to this, and keep, oops, there we go, while my chunks load back in, and keep viz in that node just there. Where's my little doover? So I've got 94. So I believe it uses 20 something, somewhere between 20 and 30 for each trip. So what it means I can do now is I can establish a bit of a foothold in this millionaire village and help them to establish themselves and do some really cool stuff. It also means I don't have to walk there, because where is it? It is 697 meters away, so it takes me an awful long time to get there, or I do what I just did then and I just jump straight there. So I'm going to call this an end of this episode. In the next episode I'm going to carve out a bit of a hole in this wall here, and then I'm going to make a red power cobblestone generator. I'm going to use that for a number of different things, but that's going to be the start of really once I get going with some of the other mods that are encompassed, and in particular now that I have an infinite tree supply effectively upstairs and I will have an infinite cobblestone supply, I can start giving that Norman village absolutely everything that they need to be able to expand at quite a rapid rate. So that's going to be two good things that will allow me to really kick things off and get things going. Sorry, sort that again. Where's my, pieces of glass up there. I'll put all my materials away because I'm carrying quite a lot of stuff. I've got 16 diamonds there. So in case anyone has any ideas of what they would like me to do with some diamonds, please let me know. Calling that junk, but it's not really junk, it's trees, and trees are good now. Feather. Gonna hang on to my application wand, because that's going to be really cool when I go back down to my dungeon downstairs. Wow, I've got lots of stuff in here. I always like to keep just a couple of things on me. I'll sort this out off camera. So again, thanks very much for watching. Astocky out.